Hi guys, this is Adil with icons.pk and this is an unboxing of the Redmi Note 9S. Looking at the box itself, you can see it's quite simple with a picture of the phone's front and back on the cover, the model name on both sides, and it's plain all around. Opening up the box, the first thing you will see is the storage case for the paperwork. Inside the case is a SIM ejector tool, a warranty book, a silicone phone case which you will definitely need with this phone. However, as we will show you later, it will not protect the camera very well. Under that, you have the phone itself. We'll look more into the phone later. Below that, you have a power brick and a 1.5 meter USB to USB-C charging cable. The phone supports fast charging. Within this little component, you expect to find earphones, however, nope, there is nothing. I'm not sure what this component is for, but normally you would expect to find earphones here, but this phone comes without earphones. Onto the Redmi Note 9S itself. The first thing you'll notice is the hole punch in the glass display. This hole punch houses a 16 megapixel camera, which also supports 30 frames per second. This is definitely a larger hole punch than most phones, but having it placed in the middle seems like a really bad idea, just given how distracting it is. The phone itself is 6.67 inches and has a small chin notch, which is hardly noticeable at the bottom of the screen. It also has an IPS LCD screen with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 and 395 pixels per inch. The front and back are made up of Gorilla Glass 5 and a plastic case. The phone feels nice to hold and is not very heavy, but as you can see, it definitely catches a lot of fingerprints on both sides. And on the back of the phone, again, the camera placement is just ugly. For starters, having the camera on the middle just looks weird, and the huge camera bump just doesn't feel safe. It feels like it's gonna easily get scratches or damaged, and even with the case, it doesn't feel like it's protected. The 4-camera setup on the back supports 128 frames, which is really impressive, and consists of a 48 megapixel wide lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, a 5 megapixel macro lens, and a 2 megapixel depth lens. You can see our thoughts on the camera in our review, but I can tell you now, we were definitely impressed when testing these cameras out. We had the Aurora Blue edition, however, I do prefer the black model. The ports on the phone include the lock and power button, which also doubles up as a fingerprint scanner, and I love this thing. It works fast and it feels very natural to use. A volume rocker, a headphone jack, even though the phone doesn't come without earphones, and a quick charging USB-C port, which is very useful. It also supports dual SIMs and a memory card slot. Inside the phone, we have 128 GB of storage and 6 GB of RAM, a Qualcomm SD720G, and a pretty hefty 5020 mAh battery, which can last up to 1.5 days of regular use. So it has an impressive battery. And with a fast charger plugged in, this phone can charge within 1.5 hours. Overall, my opinions on the phone is that the design is just ugly. It looks bad on both the front and the back. I really don't like the camera placements, and the camera bump on the back is definitely really distracting. However, as you can see in our review, the performance is definitely quite impressive. Well guys, that was a deal with icons.pk. If you have any suggestions for future videos, any other unboxings you want to see, let us know and hopefully we'll be able to do them. So, have a nice day and I hope to see you soon.